I think that's something that has really helped me kind of stay sane during this coronavirus time, is to focus on what, I can do, and use the opportunity of being at home a little bit more to make time for the things that I want to be doing more of, like meditation, exercise, martial arts, even though we can't be in a class together. So that's been really helpful. I think one point that I would love for you to clarify a little bit more, because I hear a lot of people from the West, when they think of Daoism, because of the Dao De Jing, because of Zhuangzi, they think Daoism is very free and you're just kind of floating along like a butterfly. But when I hear about your experience in the temple and your training, there's definitely spontaneity, but it's very scheduled. It's very, there's a path that you want to be on. And so you're waking up at this time, you're working on it, and you're going through this process, and it is very scheduled.
It's a lot of, yes, it's right. It's a lot of people reading the Dao De Jing, reading the Zhuangzi, like a butterfly with suppose like a free everything. It's like Chinese we call the Dao, De, Dao, Fa. We call Dao, Fa, 自然. What's Dao? What's 自然 is natural. Dao, yes, as a way. Fa is a rule. Whatever the Dao still have a rule. If not have the rule is with the rule natural. If not have the rule, it's not called Dao. What Chinese called Dao and Fa, Dao Fa 自然. As the way of rule is natural. Everything have the rule. We human have a human's rule. The universe have a universe rule. We didn't know. It's like absolutely they have the rule. Like the earth with the moon, they just like a circle, and the sun, the star, the circle. They have the rule. If they don't have the rule, have a problem. The others have a problem. Everything have a rule. Chinese 道法自然. It's my means. Of course, the future we will talk more about the Daoism, what's real, the traditional Daoism. What do they think? That always have a lot of people, they're reading Dao De Jing or reading the Laozi, just reading like one part. They got the one part. They think, oh, this is the Dao De Jing. Oh, this is the Laozi's idea. This is Laozi's main idea. You have to read the whole book. What does the real mean? It's my opinion. Of course, future we will talk a lot about that.
Yeah, that sounds great. No, that definitely aligns with my experience learning about Daoism from you and from other people that have more studied than me, is that when I just read the book, maybe I was 11 years old when I read the Dao De Jing. And,
really? Oh my God!
I found it at Barnes and Noble, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is mind blowing." I was like in middle school. I didn't understand what I was reading, but I was like, "Wow, this is amazing." But I didn't understand a word. I read the whole book, but I didn't understand a word of it until I started to see these things actually being practiced. Because then I think that's maybe, as we're all spending time at home reflecting and trying to think about life, I think that's something that we need to keep in mind as well, is that these ideas without practice, is there any, I guess I should ask you, is there any, are the ideas themselves important, or is it really the practice that can offer us the change?
It's sometimes the Chinese culture, the philosophy, it's a little bit difficult for West people, not just for you, because that's my opinion, my personal opinion. Because some of the translator, they always give the very strong opinion. What do they think? They translate the different opinion. Sometimes it's different. From everyone, how to say, Chinese call 瞎子摸象. With the blind people touch the elephant, they touch the one side. Everybody is right. Nobody say, someone touched the elephant the ear. They say, oh, this is like a big fan, or like a big, it's someone touched the leg. Oh, maybe big post. Everybody is right, but it's also the different way. The humans, the philosophy, everything different way. And if someone, the human, it's different. Each one different personality, a different idea, different the opinion in the world. If you can't find it, you go ahead. It's good for you. It's if always right, and you not have like a wrong or right, but it's we always everybody have a different way for living, different way doing something. This is why we human different. It's my opinion. I'm really, for me, it's not like, how to say, is I've been here like first year, a lot of people talking about the Daoism, like talking, hey, Shifu, Zhou Shifu, the Dao Talks, talking, so a lot of different opinions. Oh, it's good, I met a guy, he's a hippie, he smoked, like, someone asked him, what's the Dao? He's smoking the marijuana, like, that's the Dao. It's cool. Okay. That's the Dao, Okay, because he's why. You can't say this why is wrong because he enjoys his life. Enjoy what he's doing. It's important. We human supposed to enjoy our life. If someone they don't know how to enjoy the life, this is the problem. Life is for us is important. Absolutely for me, Sam, you learn like many years follow me. It's you amazing. You did during the coronavirus. You will go very, very clear. Whatever you very, very clear. Just like acupuncture, do this, like a training lab. Look, we never thought. We just do. What do we can do? It's like a man. It's really amazing for me. I am very I'm proud of all the students. This talk show is in the future we can bring more students like talk and opinion. It's like that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the kind words. It's been really helpful to have ongoing classes at this time, and especially having the meditation class as well has been really helpful to kind of have another avenue by which to pick your brain and by which to learn these practices. One thing I think our viewers might be really interested to hear about would be what you think that more Westerners should know about Taoism. Like what part of Taoism that we're missing do you wish that you could just, if you saw somebody who's trying to understand Taoism, which part are you saying to yourself often, I wish that you knew this, like you could broadcast it on a billboard somewhere. Everybody who wants to understand Taoism can get this, a particular point. If you think that there's one or two that we're
I know things, Sam, a lot of people thinking that opinions the West maybe lost something about the Daoism, about the Daoism. For me, about the Daoism part, it's the Daoism. For me, as the US is, I'm absolutely I like US. It's not like another country. It's US. Do what you want. It's constitution can protect you. Everything you do out of the law, you can do what you want. I can do my religion, do all the what I want. I can make my group. It's so cool for me. About the Daoism, a lot of people they just reading the Daoism, they think it's the Daoism, or learning some skill. It's a Daoism. It's just like one small part. As a Chinese, I can say if I'm talking about the Daoism, it's a very, very deeply all Chinese culture there. What do we do? It's all clothing there. So. Yeah, this is in the past the Daoism that did a lot of amazing stuff. Of course, also that did some we say shitty stuff. Also, it's because opinion different, the different the different way for living, the different think. Opinion. The Daoism absolutely in the past they have a lot of school, a lot of branch way. The Daoism they have a lot of different school because they have a different opinion. They want to make that only one. Some people believe this master. Okay, just follow the guy, follow the master. Then they have another branch, another religion. It's like a Quanzhen Roman, the Dragon Gate. They have a lot. They also have a lot. It's as a Quanzhen, this is one kind of like a brand. Also, the Longmen, they have a lot of different opinion. Also the Quanzhen, they have like 7 different like branches. Of the Daoism. It's very, very common. So we just as I say, we not say something wrong, someone the way is wrong, someone the way is right. It's not have a right, not have a wrong. If we like it, can help us make enjoy our life. It's a good way. A lot of people say, this is religion bad. Is Buddha bad? Or Daoism bad? Or Christian bad? Okay, no, or Muslim bad? No, all the religions good as a culture. As bad and good as a person, not about the religion. Also a person not have good and bad because just someone more selfish, just think about their way, they want to control something. This is for my opinion. Okay, the someone no one to control. They have good as bad because just the personality someone made that. They know like a bad. We can say, someone like, yes, a lot of people like judge, he's that bad, he's very bad. But we have like, how to say, like, a situation, different people, sometimes different situation. It's hard to do right or wrong, It's whatever you have to see the people's situation, why they do that. Do they did that stuff. Well, why they're doing that? We have to like think about this why. Of course, the Daoism, for my opinion, what you learn is the good is open our mind, open our eyes. This is the best part. I like it.